Hello, welcome to CoppitCraft Creative, where we're on the new server, still setting a bit of things up. What have I been up to? We've done the blacksmith. I've put down some more trees. I can't remember if they were here last time. I haven't done any grass or anything yet, but I like the trees. It's sort of filling out a bit now. It's looking all right. Here's the blacksmith. We did take the front off that building, and we just pasted on this blacksmith bit here. Now there's this ender chest so people can get their stuff out. And we've made shulker spots. And if the anvil goes, it comes back. So these little shulker spots are places, because this whole area is protected, people can't break anything or put anything down. So on a little shulker spot, they can put down their shulker. Well, they can actually put down any block. So they could do that. And that's what this button is for. So if they come along and someone's been naughty and put down something like obsidian or something, they can just press the button. And it will just clear every shulker block. Now, it doesn't clear shulker blocks. Or shulker boxes rather. So if I pick one and if there's a shulker box on there, it won't clear it, but the player can just pick that up because you can just punch that, so that's fine. So we've got one of them there. There's one in the experience grotto and there's one down in the mines as well. There isn't one in the loyalty shop. I might put one in the loyalty shop, I might not, because they could just use that one there. And they're buying things with points, so they come in here and they've always got access to their points, and then they could just go to the blacksmith to put their stuff away. So we've got sort of the armor up here, got a few extra things there, some stuff on the side, some little boring normal tools. Up the top we've got eggs and heads if you want to buy some of them. Down here we've got custom items and smithing, so smithing where you can get all the smithing templates, and some ingots and stuff like that. I don't think the ingots and things are worth getting. They're just there to tempt you, really. What you want to be saving up for is probably maybe a smithing template, because you've got them all here. But the custom items is where it's really at, as they say. Well, probably not now, but as they used to say. So you've got some different levels. This is the gold level. Not quite as good. And you've got the top tier, for instance. Let's have a look at the description for the boots. You've got Depth Strider 3, Feather Falling 6, Unbreaking 6 and Projectile Protection, and it'll give you a bit of extra health, and it'll give you increased speed. Take you a while to save up for all of these though. Same for the weapons, they're all overpowered. Anyone can get them, you just need some loyalty points, which at the moment just tick up as you are on the server. It just slowly ticks up. And I think what I'm going to do is make a sort of a dungeon. I wanted to make one before, so I'm going to underground, we'll dig out a big area, and what we're going to do is have some sort of generating dungeon. We'll go and have a look, actually, because I did an old version, did a bit of playing around on 120.1. So at the end, we'll go and have a look at that. I say at the end, probably about now, because there's not much else to look at. That's about all I've been up to. I think next I'm going to come along and just whack down grass everywhere. I've put some stone in the paths as well, just to break them up a little bit. I think maybe all this is stone inside here now as well. Hello, little piggy. I heard you. There you are. So we've been up to a little bit. Yeah, I think what we need to do is just put a load of grass around everywhere. I think the paths I'd done last time as well. I don't remember what I'd done. Oh, there's a tree growing right over the top of that. They can stay. Why not? People can climb up there. Maybe we could add some sort of parkour around the castle. Could be interesting. Maybe you could climb up to one of the trees or something. This whole area is protected. There is no mob spawning at the moment. But I still, for things like this tree here, you can see I've put buttons everywhere. If I get my light overlay. So this tree is protected. Just in case I put mob spawning on. I will go around and make sure everything is protected. So, for instance, this tree over here will probably need doing. There we go. We don't want sort of a creeper spawning up here. And there you are walking around and it just drops down on top of you. Because we might turn mob spawning back on, just to make it easier to make the dungeon, so I can spawn stuff in the dungeon, or maybe I just want to spawn random things myself. Right, so that's about it, really. Let's go off. What we'll do is we'll go off and we'll have a look at my dungeon idea, what I was playing around with for the last version, and take a quick look at that. I'm going to rebuild it. Obviously, we're in a new version. Everything's changed, and I think I'll probably do it better this time as well. Let's pop over to the other world and we'll have a look at the dungeon. Okay, here we are in 120.1 And this is the idea I've got for the dungeon, really. We've got lots of little sort of 1-block rooms, and these rooms over here, you can see that none of them are finished. These are 2-block rooms, so this would be the bottom, and this would be the top. And these ones are long rooms, so this would be one side, and over there would be the other side. Now, the idea of this is we can change the dungeon so it's not always the same. Now, what I'd like is that if the dungeon changed while people were in it, but I want it to be multiplayer. I want people to go in with other people. And then we're going to have loads of checks to make sure, we'll make sure there's not a player in here or a player there or a player somewhere else. And if there's too many players in, then not much is going to change. So what I can do is I can come along sort of maybe once a week or something, and I can just press create new dungeon. And what it's going to do, there we go. It's going to take all of those things there, and it's going to put them here and create this multi-level dungeon for me. So we can see here we've got a 2-high room here, we've got a long room here, and then it just randomly opens and closes some of the doors. So these ones are all shut. Is there a door we can go in? Let's find a way in. Now the sides would normally be shut, but we can go in here. And then all the rooms, there's not much in here. I think if we go that way, yeah, we can go in here. So once you're inside, it's going to be pretty confusing because you're not going to really have much of a sense of direction. I don't think I've even left this one tiny room yet. And I'm activating traps as I go. I might change how that's done. God, this is confusing. Have we even left? Oh, there's nothing down there. That one's shut. Okay, so this one might be a dead end. Some of them will be dead ends. What about up here? So, I tell you what, I'm just going to go in spectator because I don't want to explore this whole dungeon. So we can see that one room will lead to another room, leads to more rooms, and the idea. You get the idea. The players can just have an explore. Obviously, it's going to use the same rooms, but I feel if I build enough of them, the dungeon's going to be different each time. And then the players can go in there and they can get, I think probably what I'll do is the players can get loyalty tokens and then they can spend them in the loyalty shop to get better gear and stuff. And so, week is up, people have explored it a bit, I come along, I clean the dungeon out, got a little bit of a lag spike. That's the advantage of doing it once a week. I can just come in when there's no one on. I just go, right, that dungeon's gone, right, let's create a new one, bang. And it'll go, whoomp, there's a different dungeon. We can see we don't have the same rooms we had before. That's it, really. That's simple. I might go into how the data pack is made. I think not this one. I think what I'll do is I'll be redoing it. I think I can probably do it a bit better now. I know a bit more. So that's the idea for dungeons. Something that I can come along and just very quickly, very easily just reset it. And there'll be an advantage for the person that comes in first because the chests will have tokens in them. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. There's one. There's a dungeon token. That one's got a value of 2. What about this chest here? These are just random testing chests. That's got a token of 1 and a token of 2. So the first player in is going to have access to more tokens. So I might have to update it more than once a week. Or what I might do is just have a function which just goes through all the chests and repopulates the chests with tokens. That would probably be a good way. So I can replace the dungeon once a week and I can repopulate the chests whenever I want to. That might be quite a good way to do it. It's all a lot of work in progress. I'm not really 100% sure how it's going to work. I just thought it might be interesting. When am I going to get around to it? I don't know because I am busy. Anyway, that's pretty much all we've got now. So we had a look at the blacksmith anvil. We set up some shulker spots so people can put down shulkers in the protected environment. And we've got the loyalty shop. It doesn't look great, but people can buy stuff in it. Cool. So that's the update for the creative episode. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.